we begin second semester. The second semester will be from January 12th to May 27th, barring any changes or anything that would occur. And that is 18 weeks, 9 weeks for the third quarter and 9 weeks for the fourth quarter. If you are an AP senior, you realize that you are working on finishing up the portfolio. They are due the first week in May. I don't have the date right off the top of my head. I believe your portfolios are the first Friday or the second Friday. But your finished portfolio will be due to me in April, so we can make sure to look at it, revise it, adjust, do whatever we might need to get you those 5 or 6s. The last few classes, there will be a couple weeks left, would be about us having you present as if you were here and we could do an art show to the public what you did. So we'll have some time putting together information for people about this is me, this is what I did, this is what I've been working on, and we'll talk about that as the time comes. If you're an AP junior, you will be one of the, and there's 2 of you, you'll be part of the group that's putting together this art show, because those are things we would have done if you're here, learning how to present art in a way to share it with the greater good, the greater cause on what's been done. So you will have projects up through the first week in May, and then you will finalize the year by helping put together the AP Senior Art Show. Again, more to come on that. All right, it's the 13th, and this is the plan for today. All right, so for my AP seniors, today what you're going to do is we're going to begin to look, and I don't know why that's not all on there, fitting on the screen. I adjusted something next door. Maybe that's perhaps why. Don't know. All right, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at your sustained investigation seniors, AP seniors. You guys did 3 artworks. We put them together. We presented to the group of juniors and AP juniors to talk about how did it go, what do they think? How do they, we talked about it out loud, correct, or on the chat? Help me remember. I can't remember back those days till before break or the first day back. Did we look at your AP sustained investigations?
Yeah, we did it out loud.
We did it out loud. Okay, so you heard what people said, or we talked a little bit about it. Today, what we need to do is we need to look at those sustained investigations and start to make plans to move forward. As we are going, are we headed in the right direction? Do you have, after watching the video on synthesis, on inspiration, about revising and adjusting, how can we move forward? Some of you were saying, I think I might have too big of a jump or not enough of a jump. I don't know how I got to this piece from this piece, and I need to do some in between the bridge pieces, as I call them. But today, you need to make a plan. You need to start to plan or come up with a plan. How do I revise? How do I adjust? How do I redirect so I can move forward? And we are going to think in terms of 3 again, like last time when you started. You thought about 3 ideas. Think about them, plan them, research them, the 3 new ideas. You're not starting today on anything. You're planning, researching, coming up with where do I go next? Some of you from those videos may have learned or discovered that maybe your question's too broad. Or maybe a broad question's okay, but each individual piece should be more directed to its own thing as it relates to the bigger picture. Some of you might say, I'm not really sure if my question or my direction is really a good direction. Maybe you need to refine the direction. But today I'm asking you to begin to plan out the next 3. And on Friday, I hope to spend time with each of you to say, all right, what are you thinking? Are you in a good spot? Where are you going? What direction? Remember, we always do more than one, because if you come to a spot where you're just stuck or you hate oil paints today and the other project's not oil paint, you can go back and work on something else. So we're not wasting the precious time we have, because while April seems far away, it isn't. It is not at all. And in fact, if you look and see that we are off next Monday, we're already at the middle of January. That time will go very quick. All right. So that's what I have for AP seniors. Let's figure out what we're doing and be prepared on Friday to chat with me about what it is that you're thinking. I will probably also throw in a few little things or ask a few little questions just to help. All right, so Jack and Allison, are you guys good? All right, Tao and Fernanda and Brooke Logan, are you good on what I'm asking?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, one more person I'm missing to answer, but I don't know who it was.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so everybody's good. That's what you're doing for the AP. Sorry, you're saying, Jaeger, what are you doing? You're messing around with our screen as we're looking at the screen. All right, so then the next thing I want to do is I want to go to my AP juniors. But you are going to do something different than my 5-6. So this would pertain to Garion, and this would pertain to Maya. The first part of this you're going to do alone. Once you're done, you guys will let me know, and then I'm going to put you into a breakout room and we'll talk about it. All right, so you're going to move forward with the idea or the motivation of the thing that says, I have a voice. I have a voice. What do you want to say with your voice right now? So we each have a voice. As an artist, we're supposed to speak. Our art should speak to people. It should be, maybe it's just an aesthetic piece that you want people to look at and feel good. Maybe it is a social commentary piece where you're making a commentary about what's happening in the world. And believe me, there's plenty of stuff going on in the world. Maybe it's what I would call just a general community kind of piece where I'm doing something for my community to get art out into the community. Many reasons why you would do that. Some of you are doing a piece with your voice that says, I'm making a gift. This is a gift for you. What is it that you want your voice to say right now? That's going to help you figure out the direction for an upcoming project, for the next project. All right, now, along with that, there's this whole idea of New Year's resolutions. We've begun a new year. We were back in my class on the 13th. 2 weeks are into it. But 2 weeks ago, on New Year's Eve, many of you were coming up with a resolution. Did you make any resolutions? If so, what are they? And could you, if you didn't already, what might yours be as, and I got to separate that, be as it relates to art and your voice? All right, so I can tell you I have a New Year's resolution that's related to my art, and that is that each day I want to spend at least 15 minutes a day doing some art. I can do that when I get here. I get up early in the morning. I'm at school usually by 5:30. Maybe I set aside 15 minutes every morning to just work on a piece of art. Maybe I put up some canvas and I work on a painting. And maybe it'll take me a long time to finish and I won't have a finished painting till the end of the semester. But if I look at my life, one thing that's missing more than anything else is that I don't have enough time for art, or I don't make enough time. I would like each of you first to figure out what is your voice and what do you want it to say. And then I want you to think about New Year's resolutions and how could you make a resolution that relates to art and your voice? What kind of thing could you do to make your voice be heard? All right, so for my 5-6s, and again, you can do this. You can document this in your sketchbook. You can document this on a Word doc. Please put your phone away because this assignment relates to you. You could do it on a slide in your portfolio. It will become part of your portfolio later, but some of you like to write it and then just take pictures. It doesn't matter. I want you to think about, as an artist, what are artistic behaviors? What are the things we do as artists? And if you don't remember, I'm sure if you go back a few slides for the final exam project, I talked about some things that were artistic behaviors. In terms of you and what you do as an artist, what is the weakest of those behaviors for you? So if an artistic behavior is planning, maybe you never write anything down. You always just start and then you stop and figure it out. Maybe for you, that doesn't work so well. Or maybe it works great and there's other things. Maybe for you, sharing your work is your weakest behavior. Maybe for you, you never revise the work. Even though you know it's not perfect, you don't want to take the time to go back and fix it. Figure out what is the weakest thing you do as an artist. Where is the spot that you're not 100% great at? All right, then once you figure it out, why does it matter? Well, maybe if I never first make a plan, it matters because most of the time, 90% of the time, I stop and restart 4 times before I ever get something I like. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know that this is anyone's. And then after I know why it matters, what can I do to begin to strengthen that? And so maybe my answer is that I have to, and I'm going to put you together in groups to do this. We'll brainstorm together afterwards. We're going to brainstorm. I'm going to give you time first to get in a group. I'm going to give you first to answer these 3 questions. And then once I have enough of you, I will start making groups.